to Call 6 Investigates now. A drunk driver busted again and again and again, potentially putting you and your family at risk on the road. Tonight, Call 6 Investigates Kara Kenny is digging into why a repeat drunk driver is not behind bars despite just receiving his 8th drunk driving conviction.
Michael Myers, 8 drunk driving convictions, 4 different counties, 3 stints in state prison for drunk driving, 20 license suspensions. Why do you keep drinking and driving?
I don't have any comments. I'm getting.
You have 8 cases on your record. Why do you keep doing it, sir?
I can email you the reason.
You can email me. I'm standing right in front of you. Can you just answer a few questions?
No, thank you.
In July of this year, Myers was driving in Hendricks County when he crashed his car into a concrete barrier and then a guardrail. He was drunk, still on parole with the Department of Correction from his last drunk driving offense. Myers pleaded guilty to 2 drunk driving offenses for that incident. He could have been sentenced to more than 10 years in prison. But he wasn't. In fact, Myers isn't serving any prison time for his 8th drunk driving conviction. What do you say to people that don't want to be on the road next to you?
I'm not driving anymore, so they don't have anything to worry about.
Myers reached a plea agreement with prosecutors, and Judge Smith sentenced Myers to drug court. He does not discuss details of pending cases, but agreed to sit down with us to talk about drug court.
The ultimate goal is public safety, is to keep people from repeating offenses and repeating old habits that got them to this point to begin with.
Smith says prison is not always the best place for repeat offenders.
There are other ways to hold people accountable besides just simply sending them to prison.
Drug Court is a 2-year program that includes things like counseling, community service, and drug and alcohol testing. The judge has the option to send someone to prison if they're not complying.
There is no magic number that you can pull out of the air that says that if I send this person to prison or to jail for so many days, they're never going to drink again.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving wrote letters to the judge asking for stiffer penalties, such as an ignition interlock on Myers' car.
To make this poor choice and put the public at risk over and over and over again is quite concerning.
MAD spokesperson Lael Hill says Myers belongs in prison.
We fully believe that's where he should be, to hold him accountable, to keep the public safe, but to also show other people out there that this is a violent crime, it's not acceptable, and if you drive drunk, you will go to prison.
Myers invited me to read his letter to the judge, which talks about his longtime problems with drinking. I read it.
You didn't read it.
Myers' license is suspended, but he can get it back as early as November 2016, a fact Mothers Against Drunk Driving finds disturbing.
We just want to make sure that the public is safe.
So far, Michael Myers has passed his drug and alcohol screens. The Hendricks County Prosecutor's Office declined to comment on Myers' case, but told us, "We have had many individuals graduate the program and lead a life of recovery without committing new crime, which fosters the state's ultimate goal of protecting public safety." If you'd like to read the full statement from the Hendricks County Prosecutor, you can head to the RTV6 app.
Wow, it just seems outrageous, Kara. How often does this sort of thing happen? A person with 8 convictions avoiding prison time?
Well, prosecutors tell us it happens more than you'd think. Each sentence depends on a slew of factors: the severity of the offense, their blood alcohol concentration, whether they hit someone, their criminal history, and whether they've been to treatment before.
And hopefully whether they are a threat to the public anymore. All right, thank you, Kara, for that report.